Hello, I'm Tally, and welcome back to another video. I recently tried the viral wrapping mask. I believe this originates from South Korea and skincare beauty. I think that's where it started and took off from there online. But it is the Medicube Collagen Night Wrapping Mask, and then it has niacinamide and ceramide NP, and it's supposed to soothe and firm skin overnight. I used it last night, and I will say, one thing is, I don't know if I've noticed, like, if my skin's firmer, but it definitely, like, glows and glistens. I don't have any face products on, as you can tell from this bad boy. I tried out a camellia, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, camellia mask, and I think it disagreed with my skin. It was just a sheet mask that I used a few days ago when I was taking a bath. It's funny, I've never had, like, a mask, like, break me out. My skin's isn't too sensitive. But so I've been using this for about 2 weeks. I used it every single night, and then I realized that I was going through this sucker pretty quickly, and I was worried that I was going to run out, so I switched to just using it every other night. I figured that would be good enough, and it would help it to last a little bit longer, because when you look at it per an ounce, this isn't really, I think it was like $11 per an ounce or something like that. If I can, I'll have to look it up on Amazon again, and they'll say what it is per an ounce, and I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But it's definitely a lot. So you can find cheaper ones that are the Medicube knockoff. What I was told by a K-beauty influencer online is that the correct ones, yes, of course they'll say Medicube, but this won't be clear, and if it's kind of clear and a pink, it's usually like a pink see-through transparent little, I don't know, what do you call this, little package, then that means you have a knockoff, and it will have this. Most of the knockoffs have this too. The main thing is that this isn't transparent, and that's how you know that you're not getting a knockoff. The knockoffs are a lot cheaper, so I understand people wanting to use the knockoffs. The problem with that is after the South Korean government went into the thing with Temu, where they were looking at their makeup and beauty products and found harmful substance in them, and I saw pictures of girls give their skin almost it looked like really bad chemical burn. It did not look fun. But I've been trying to stay away from Temu, and I think a lot of the knockoffs and stuff like that are on Temu are also on Amazon. So I'm a little bit nervous to use the fake stuff from Amazon as well. I don't think you should mess around with that, and I've been slowly replacing and throwing away any makeup products I've gotten from Temu, just because I don't want my skin to burn off, and I don't want to end up with cancer 10 years down the road. Which, I'm 30 years old, 10 years down the road I'd be 40, so, and I feel like that is an age where people won't be like, say, oh, you're so young to get cancer, I feel like that might be a little bit old enough that people won't bat an eye. Alright, so my general thoughts about this is my skin is definitely glowy. I've been trying to really look at it and try to figure out, has it improved texture or helped even out my skin tone? And I can still see remnants of freckles. I was very freckly as a kid, and through skincare my freckles have been slowly fading and going away, and in a way I think it looked better when I did have freckles, because now they're faded but they're not gone, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, I still have texture under my eyes, I still got pores. It's not like that magically went away. Maybe if I continued and did it every single day, but it wasn't financially practical to do that, and then B, it's an extra step that you have to do at night, and doing it every single day can be a little bit tiring and exhausting, and in general, I don't know, I find it a little unnecessary. What I did is I would do it on the days that I was using my retinol, which is every other day, so that comes up to, like, I'm using it, like, I think 3.5 times. I'm using the retinol a week. So that's what I was doing this, and I figured if anything I want to work extra well and not to rub off on my pillowcase is my retinol. Definitely if you're using like tretinoin, so you're using a prescription strength retinol, you might want to consult with your doctor before pairing that with a wrapping mask just to make sure it's okay. I just have over-the-counter retinol. but I will say that it made my skin definitely glow. I've definitely noticed a hands glow. Maybe if I continue with it and just keep doing it for longer than a month, and I'll slowly see some improvements with my texture and stuff as it's helping my retinol to hopefully absorb better into my skin, because that's the main thing with this, is that you're creating an inclusion layer so that the skincare products you put on aren't rubbing off in the night onto your sheets or your pillow or wherever, and they're actually staying on your skin and penetrating your skin. So, and then another thing is, I feel like this is probably a little bit more expensive because you're paying for the collagen. However, everything I've been told by dermatologists and plastic surgeons online is that the collagen molecule is too big for your skin to absorb it. So putting topical collagen on your skin does nothing. You're best ingesting collagen, so getting a collagen supplement or drinking some bone broth or something. And so this is really all just kind of marketing, because people know collagen is good for your skin, so they're more likely to get it, even though your skin can't absorb it. All you're doing is just putting it on. It's just going to stay on top of your skin until it gets washed off or rubbed off or whatever. So you're best getting something maybe that doesn't have collagen. I was thinking if I could look and find one that maybe doesn't have collagen, and that might make it a little bit cheaper, but I want to find it from a reputable brand. So I'm going to be on the hunt for that for next time. And if I can find one that's a little bit cheaper and a little more cost effective, I might be more willing to use it every single night. Although I did find when the 2 weeks that I was using it every single day, that the line, I get a little line right here, so you can see when I furrow my brow. I'll get that, except you can see it even when my eyebrows are just resting. And that line started becoming more pronounced because I wasn't using my frownies at night. I use knockoff frownies. I'm not actually using frownies, but it's the same concept where you're taping your forehead so that you can't, do this, and it will help smooth things out. Another thing is, if you need to train yourself to not do this, you might want to also use them during the day, if possible. You probably don't want to go to work like that, but I work from home, so I can just put them on and really just kind of focus on training my muscles to not do this, to furrow my brow, but to stay more in a true neutral position. But yeah, so I learned that using my little knockoff frownies actually does do something, and I do need to use it, and this, I tried to do it where I would do this and then put the mask on and then try to dry it really fast so it could almost act as that, where I couldn't, do this, and see if I could get some benefits that way. So it could be a combination of the frownies plus the wrapping mask, and no such luck. The line came back. I don't know if I took any videos of it. I can't remember. If I did, I'll insert them here so you guys can see. And if there's no videos, I didn't take any videos. Sorry. But I definitely say it's up to you if you want to try it. You don't need to buy into the hype of the collagen part of it, because that is going to do nothing for your skin. Spend your money on getting a collagen supplement and taking that collagen supplement, which isn't really something that you have to do until you get into your late 20s, 30s type of thing. If you're 18 or in your early 20s, you can't take it, but it's really not necessary at that point. So you're not going to have experienced any collagen loss, but that bothers me. But you can see that my skin does have this glow, and I did do it last night, and I have noticed that my skin does look more refined and glowy and healthy and hydrated, but again, the texture is still there. Be interesting to see how well my camera picks it up. So I just use my iPhone. But you can see there's still some texture under my eyes. I still got some pores right here. And again, see the texture underneath my eyes. And again, my pores all through my nose and all of that. But my skin is still very glowy and looks good. I don't think there's necessarily been any improvement in the texture, and if there has been, it's been minimal at best. So it doesn't hurt to get this and try it out and see if you like it and see if you like the results. I will definitely be keeping an eye out for a cheaper one from a reputable brand, because I don't want to do anything to damage my skin, because it would be better to do nothing at all than use one that has harmful ingredients in it, even if it's something that maybe won't chemically burn your face right away, but it might cause cancer 10 years down the road, because American, and a lot of people who end up with cancer here in America end up having to file for bankruptcy, if you can believe that, because it's millions and millions and millions of dollars, or at least it can be. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the viral wrapping mask. I definitely will say that maybe it would be good to use it in an airplane, because unlike a sheet mask, you're creating this inclusion layer to trap all the moisture, so it won't. Because otherwise, when you use a mask, at least this is what I've been told, when you use a mask on airplane, instead of your skin being able to absorb everything, it can actually help draw whatever moisture you have in your skin out, so it'd be best to do nothing. Again, up to you if you want to try it. I definitely will be looking for a cheaper alternative. I'll probably create a short for my thoughts on that and if I like it or not. But I will say this isn't necessarily a necessary step in your skincare routine, but maybe if I keep doing it for longer than a month and keep using it with my retinoid, so retinol, I can't remember which one I'm using, I think it's just retinol, but that the retinol is actually able to do more of its thing and penetrate more of my skin and get in my skin as opposed to on my pillow. And yeah, so, and it just might take longer than a month of doing this to actually see results where the texture of under my eyes and the pores around my nose have actually improved. And I will say that for the South Korean beauty influencers that are showing their skin and stuff, and they're doing more than just this wrapping mask. This is not the holy grail that is giving them their perfect skin. It's just one of the steps that they're doing that does help them obtain that type of skin, and also genetics can play a key role into things as well. So yeah, I hope this helped, and you don't necessarily have to feel the pressure to get this, and because not every viral skincare trend is actually going to work for your skin. Just something to keep in mind, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!